Rogue Legacy 2. We are back with this beast of a character, ready to get destroyed by the game. Hopefully we don't end up getting as angry at the game today, although I'm sure that I'm not going to play well as usual, so yep, we'll see how that goes. No new patches since the last time we played. Oh, wait. Oh, nah. Could I always do... I tried to, like, jump over here to do it before. So you can just... Okay, right. Well, whatever. Or maybe... Maybe I had to beat the second boss. That's what caused it. Either way. I was thinking about it. And one of the things that makes me upset in this game is because maybe this is just something that's a part of roguelikes generally, but they tend to throw you in kind of head first, and they give you all the mechanics at once, and they're kind of just like, good luck. And why that's frustrating is because I forget certain things that you can do. I'm like, oh yeah, you can do this, and then later I realize it, and it's just really frustrating for me. I'm used to games that they kind of build on mechanics, so that they introduce maybe three mechanics, and they're like, we'll make sure you know how to do these before introducing the rest. And so later in the game, you kind of know exactly what you're doing because you've mastered the previous mechanics, so you're ready to build upon your previous knowledge with new knowledge. But this, it kind of just... So this is probably like a big bouncing spike ballroom. I'll come here in a second. Let me finish what I'm talking about. So you basically... You've had a chance to perfect the early abilities before you're taught new ones. But when it's just kind of like, alright, here's 20 different things, it's hard to keep a handle on all that information at once and make use of it in the right situations, which is very frustrating. But I'm trying, you know, I'll get there eventually. It's just a matter of keeping everything straight and memorizing the buttons, that sort of thing. So yeah. Alright, so we have the character that that can roll, so I need to remember that for the fairy chest. I need to remember that I can roll if need be. Oh. Yeah, I didn't know that it would be this kind of room. Oh, fair enough. Alright, well, I thought it was going to be a bouncing spike ballroom. I don't know that I could have done that even if I were prepared for it. Also, I'm using a Bluetooth controller right now to play the game, and it works well probably 99% of the time, but every once in a while it'll act up and it'll drop inputs, or there'll be input latency or something, and it's really frustrating when that happens. I wish I could play with just a cable connected to my PC, but I'm not seated very close to my PC right now, so it would be a little bit annoying to do that. I don't have like a 20-foot USB cable. It's just kind of irritating that in 2022, it's hard to get perfect performance out of wireless controllers. Although, to be honest, with console, it doesn't seem to be a problem. Like, I've never playing modern consoles like PS4 and even Xbox 360, I don't really have an issue. I do occasionally have dropouts with PS3 controllers, but it's only the 6-axis. It's never the DualShock 3 controller. And if you've watched my video on Demon Souls, you'll see me complaining about... let me unlock this real quick. You'll see me complaining about controller dropout in that game when I'm using the 6-axis. For some reason, it's only the 6-axis. It's never the DualShock 3. So I don't know if that's a known issue with the 6-axis, but I don't know if I'm gonna get hit by this. Okay. Oh, you're not dead. Okay. It's kind of an annoying enemy. Ugh. Wait, what? Oh, I don't have mana. Well, I'm not exactly sure how to deal with this guy. Guess if we just take our time, it's no big deal. Okay. That works. So I'm not exactly sure what I want to do in this game, like what my goal is. If I want to farm gold or if I want to just fight bosses or something. But yeah, just kind of casually going through aimlessly without a specific goal in mind. Trying to enjoy it as much as possible. Come on, spike ball. Oh god, these spike balls. Just get out of my way, please. I guess I could have done that. I don't know. Again, I consistently forget the mechanics of the game. It's hard to keep everything straight. The game sure loves these rooms. I wish it were possible, I don't know why I go for that. I know that that's a risky proposition, but I go for it anyway. I forget what I was saying. Wait, what? Oh. Gotta go down here. Down, down, down. Okay. See what we got for relics. I believe that's a poison thing. 10 enemies. Interesting. 50 resolve. That is never worth it. Ever. Even if I thought I could easily defeat 10 enemies, 50 resolve is just, it's not something I value really at all. Most of the relics don't seem that great. Some of them are really, really good, but the vast majority of them are kind of like, meh. Aww. So they do give you a little bit of generosity on that. Yeah, this relic is not bad. see that. Lose no health. I mean, we could try it, I guess. Wow. I mean, there's a 99% chance that I can't do this, but we'll try. We'll try it. Why not? Here we go. Yep. All right, that went well. Can I even make this at all? Ooh, just barely. Okay, so that was my mistake. I had to go for this middle one rather than going for this one here. And then we can try it again. Yeah, okay. Got it. Getting back is not possible, but okay, I could have done that maybe. Again, it's always hard to do those blind. You have to like figure them out beforehand. Okay, easy enough. No. Those things, I swear, those Plinkies are the worst enemies in the game. They're surprisingly dangerous. You wouldn't think they would be, but they are. Alright, pretty easy. Still took way too many hits, but not bad. So we get another empathy. Oh. Oh, yeah, we do. So it's only per scar challenge. Ooh. I thought it was for all of them. Let's see here. I think what I want to do actually is... What is the point of this room exactly? I don't know. I think what I want to do is try exploring some of the new areas, like... What is it? Caruglian Plains or something? I don't really have that much resolve, but we can see. Yeah, I wish I could get this. This is great. This I don't really care about too much, but... But yeah, these Plinky enemies are just... they're especially terrible. I love my damage. Let's see. Man. Can you just die? Wow, dude. Like, what is this guy? Thank you. I still feel like I take too much damage, but I mean... it's kind of too difficult to increase my armor. Where? Sometimes really annoying to get around this map. I press jump. I press jump. Stupid gigantic character, God. Oops, that's not the right button. All right. Another thing that I'm really missing from Rogue Legacy 1 is vampirism. Like, at this point in the game, after this number of hours in Rogue Legacy 1, I had lots of vampirism, which is like vital for longevity long term in this game. And I guess they give you less of that in this game because... Actually, I want to check something. I should go back there. I guess they give you less of that in this game because of the pizza girl. So instead of giving you, like, vampirism for longevity, they just allow you to quickly teleport to places. I should be able to find food somewhere in here, though. Like, usually there's food around here. I also would like double jump. I had double jump very early in the last game. Really, no food, no nothing. Okay. Do I want to go down there? I mean, we could. I kind of just want to move through here, though. Without wasting a whole bunch of time. I will get this, just because it's kind of free-ish. What do I want to do here? I want to... Probably something like this. Had to think about what I was doing there. I knew that I could get through there without taking damage. I just had to think about exactly how to do it. Okay. I guess also that this probably doesn't count as an attack, so I can use that. No food. Oh, did I explain? Yeah, I didn't get all the lore here. Kerguelen? Kerguelen. I mean, it's trying to give me lore, but I honestly have very little idea of what it's talking about. Do I want to go for this? Doesn't seem too hard. That was worth it, yeah. Well, was it worth it? I don't know. How am I gonna get back here? That was very sloppy. Yeah, it was a terrible idea to do that, actually. I didn't think about how I would get back. Got any food for me? Guess not. So, Pizza Girl is not here. Is she? She's in the next area though, right? Yeah. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna unlock her here. I think that's worthwhile. Go ahead and do that. Ooh, that's nasty. Okay, let's just go. Cool. Yeah, that's good. Oh yeah, didn't we get a new weapon? We did, I think. We get a new weapon, and so now we have new armor as well. Oh, didn't know he was up there. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Oh, we finally got another mage. Mages are really good in this game. Oh yeah, we need to do mage for the trial as well, so let's go ahead and do mage. A lot of stuff to get there, but... Oh, so we got the warden weapon. So this would have the exact same stats, but I would have leather unity. What do we get for this? It's lighter. That's it. Okay, I'm not very interested in that. I kind of just want the most stats. Magic crit damage. But we lose all that, yeah. Okay, so nothing good there. Oh, what did we have? We had some ruins, I think. Focal rune. I'm not interested in that particularly. I am kind of interested in this. I mean, 7% is like, meh. I think this is pretty good. Let's go ahead and get that. So we're maxed out in rune weight. What do we want to get here? This is very good. This is very good. And this isn't even that expensive, honestly. I'm pretty happy with damage. I wish I could get armor. Like, look how expensive that is. It's ridiculous. Man. Have I even unlocked all the classes? I'm not sure. I doubt it. Let's get this, I guess. We get this as well. Sure. So we have that, we have this. Alright, let's do the trial. Two masters. So I'm guessing this is maybe the, wow, you get 300 souls for bronze on this. It's not bad. I think I want this. This is just one of the best relics, to be honest. Man, I don't know why I'm taking so much damage. Like, I just looked at my health and I was dead. feel like... Oh, it's because you don't have armor with this character. Interesting. This is probably very good then. Yeah, not having armor is really rough, obviously. I could have doubled up on Ambrosia. That might have been really good, actually. This is fine, though. And it's frustrating. Critical damage increased. We'll try it, I guess. Magic break. I really don't even know what that is. Let's try it. I see. 20% more damage when I skill crit. It's okay, I guess. Man. Can I just, like... Please kill him? Jeez. It's so rough without a double jump. Like, man. When is the game gonna give me double jump? Alright. Challenge complete 300. What's challenge complete? So I guess I don't have all the classes? Oh, so you can... Oh. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Oh, I see. So there's no more... So the way to make vampirism stronger, I already have the vampirism rune. You can just level it up further. I gotcha. That kind of sucks, to be honest. Max mastery level for all classes. That sounds like something I don't care about. All of this stuff seems very incremental, is what I would say. Equip weight 1, yeah. I don't really know how good this is. Yeah, I don't know. Let me take a look. Where's... yeah, this guy. So, I'm missing 4 classes. Let's take a look here. I want to see how much armor 1 costs. Yeah, see, I haven't even maxed out armor 1, so it's not really worth doing that. This is still insanely expensive. And it's the thing I need the most. So right now it's 4%. Oh, you get 4% of your... Oh, okay. It's percentage based. Okay, yeah, that's really good then. That's what we want. We want to be able to level up. Really, dude? Come on. We want to be able to level up our runes even more. So... we can actually... we should actually be able to get plus... Can we do that now, actually? No, we can't. So we still have to find it. Even though... it would be nice if it just let you do it, but no, you have to find it. Just like we had to find... we had to find the upgrade levels for helmet and weapon. We had to find these in chests. So we have the capability of finding it, we just have to actually find it. And then we'll be able to upgrade Lifesteal Rune to +3 potentially, which would be super useful. Alright. I think I get it. Alright, so... oh, what I could have done is... I could have tried the other challenge as well, but that's fine. I don't care. Kerguelen Plateau. Alright, let's get wrecked by all of the enemies here. We're not getting a gold bonus here, though. That kind of sucks. I wonder why you get a gold bonus in the last place, but not here. I guess it would have been smart to not kill everything there. Come on. Would have been smart to not kill everything there, just so that we could, wow, you guys. just so that I could save potential health for later. Well, we're already almost halfway dead. That's great. Oh. Ooh. So there's different kinds of food. Interesting. Man. All right. Whoops, I didn't. I underestimated how quickly those would fire. There we go. Lily of the Valley. Sure. A lily of the valley. Yes, indeed. Didn't it say something about that? Okay, maybe not. Okay. We'll do that later. I couldn't even see whatever hit me. Weird. It's just eating so many of my inputs for some reason. Might be this controller. I mean, I'm using an Xbox One controller. Should be like the most compatible controller for PC, but oh, of course. Okay, nice. So there are several lilies of the valley. I'm guessing those are necessary for something. Okay, I think I know what I have to do here. Okay, good. Okay. Interesting. So I just straight up can't get this. Interesting. So my guess is that somewhere in this area, they're going to offer you double jump because you need it to do things. Oh man, this is, you just can't hit this guy. Great, yeah, it's great, love it. Is there like anything I can do? I guess I have to do this. Pretty annoying. What did I get hit by? Come on. Man, these enemies were really atrocious in the first game, and they are in this game as well. It's just very difficult to predict their movement. Oh, they leave a trail behind that hurts you. Well, that sucks. Man. I want that, but I'm happy enough with that. I'm just super dead. Super dead. Yeah, I mean, just, man. Yep, more cryptic messages. Only skill crits and spin kicks deal damage. No, thank you. Ectomorph. Oh, Diva is an unplayable trait. I can't do that. Well, this is really the only air that's playable. How do we think we get the other classes? Why is this so expensive? Recharge your class talent? This just doesn't seem good at all. I don't understand. Oh, yeah. Wow, I really don't want to mess with that thing. Oh boy. I think we're good. See you later. Red stained hourglass, skeleton key. Yeah, skeleton key is really good. I don't necessarily know whether I'll find a fairy chest here. You know what, I'm just gonna hold off on that, and then if I find a fairy chest, I'll think about getting that. Oh, right. Oh, okay, I know what I should have done. I should have broke it and then used that to get up there. Gotcha. Can I get this? Yes. The zombies are really annoying. I wish there were a way to, like, know where they're gonna spawn. Maybe there is. Okay, getting decent gold here. I love this trait because it's not IB. Okay, so there's one here. Not IBS, but what is it? Exploding casket syndrome, because it's not that bad, and it's it gives you a lot of extra gold. Okay, so this is basically time the LT presses correctly, I think. I mean, I pressed it, but what do you want? Alright, let's go get the key, I guess. I really don't like that because, you know, you can press the button and the game just doesn't care a lot of times. Zombies. Zambies. That's very good. So where was that? Down. Now I'm wondering, after I use the key, does it give me my resolve back? I think the answer to that is no. Again, I mean, I don't know. There we go. Wait, no, that's not. Wait, what? Lifespan, gain more red ether. What? Why do I care about that? What? Why do they even have that as a rune? That's so incredibly terrible. That's not something I ever care about. As it stands, I can't imagine ever not having enough ether. Because... we'll wait until we get hurt a little bit more. I can't imagine ever not having enough ether because... I barely have runes to buy. It's not like I'm drowning in runes to buy. Nothing over here, huh? Okay. Tough guy here. Shouldn't be that hard to kill, though. Wait, I didn't kill you? Thought I did. Okay, wait. Great. So maybe this is vampirism? So as predicted, the game really wants you to go to new areas. That's where it keeps all the new junk. Oh, that's not great. I need anything else in here? We've already been up here. Alright, goes down here, right? Yes. It's annoying. I need to see if you can kind of tell that the zombies are going to spawn. Jeez. Man. I was in decent position to fight the boss, but I don't know anymore. Oh, okay, you can see the zombie. Whew! Oh, jeez. Sloppy. I did such a good job and then I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so you can see there's like a little digging thing underground that you can see. Requires ether's wings. Okay. So that's what you need. So you not only need Ether's wings to get up here, but you also need the Lilies of the Valley to get the door open, I guess. So wait, what? Heirloom of Zephyr in the Stygian waters. The far shores. A resonant rope. Stygian waters. Is that the poisonous? I think that's the poisonous area. Not 100% sure though. Okay, so I can't fight the boss here. And this is the valley place, right? Oops, I did not mean to do that. Come on. Yeah, I can get that, but I can't get the other one, so there's no real point. Come on. Okay, so this is the far shores, so there should be an heirloom here. Ah, I see. Tethered a resonant rope just beneath the water. Right, so I can go... Okay, got it. Cool. But now I have to unlock it, right? Not just gonna give it to me. Oh, but I get a health refill, I believe. Yep. Cool. Nice, nice. Oh, double jump is an heirloom. No wonder I wasn't getting it. Okay. Cool. That's very good. Ah, I gotcha. Cool. So much easier. Yikes. So you can only... Even if I hit this, I can't double jump again. Okay. No, I don't want to do that. This is going to be hard. Cool. Very nice. Yep, pretty cool. Okay. So now I can get those. Although I wonder what's down here. Probably nothing, right? Yeah, nothing. Neat, 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 neat. All right. So the way that I was getting this before is actually cheese. You're not meant to get it like that. And yeah, it did not give me my resolve back for using the skeleton key. Not surprising. Go ahead and get this now. Right. We'll try the boss if we can get both the lilies without taking a ridiculous amount of damage. Where was the other one? Oh, there's a fairy chest over there. Or not a fairy chest, but just a normal chest. Was it here? Or was this the... Yeah, this is it. Okay. Let's just go ahead and fight the boss. Yeah, the one lily you can cheese, the other one you do need double jump. Well, unless there's like some crazy glitch to get it, which there might be. Cool. So now I don't ever have to get the lilies again? Nama. Oh. Oh, you can just attack those. Can't attack those. Not too hard. Oh, you can't just attack them. Oh. Interesting. Yeah, that part's tricky. Not too hard, but I definitely would like to have more damage. Did pretty well though, I think. Let's see. We haven't done the trials with Barbarian yet, so let's do that. Got lots of stuff to buy. Is this really as useless as I think it is, by the way? Gain more red ether. Wow. I mean, I dream of a day when this is useful, because right now I just don't have any runes that are really worth purchasing, but alright. Like, look how much of this stuff I'm sitting on. 6,000? It's ridiculous. Wait, what? I mean, I'm guessing that this gives me vampirism, but it doesn't say that specifically. Huh. Okay. Oh, that is very, very nice, yes. Buy that immediately. So this is Sanguine. Yeah, before I buy this, I want to know for sure what it does, so... Okay, so what are we getting here? Ore in breakables. Reroll your heirs. It's kind of good. It's kind of good. Wouldn't mind having that. I'm trying to think, where would the final classes be? Wow, I still can't afford this. Potions recharge. Why do I care about this? Potions recharge your class talent. Like mana potions? I'm trying to understand why this is useful. It might be kind of useful for this class, kind of, but not really. Yeah, I don't get it. I really don't get it. Seems like a terrible thing to be that expensive. You know what'd be nice is something that allows you to dash without taking damage. Like, if dash is actually like a dodge or something, that would be so good. This is pretty cheap. Let's get it. Okay, so there's nothing for buying that. Wow, this is expensive. Yeah, alright, fine. So that's just rune weight up too. I wish you could respec in this game, kind of. That'd be neat. I'm trying to find out how to get the last classes. So it seems like any class, if you dash attack, you deal a crit. Wait, why do I have 9 here now? When and how did I get 9? Sure. I guess. Easy choice. Sure. Seems good. Okay. Pretty easy. When you have a +9 on empathies. So that's not complete. Complete, I guess, is all of the things. All of the classes. Guess we can do this. Or try to, anyway. Oh. 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 I feel like there's almost no chance that I can do it with this class, because this class sucks, but... both of these are really good, honestly. Let's get this, I suppose. So does it give me 3 relics here? It does. No. Yeah. Sure. That's not bad, I guess. Wow, dude. Jeez, man, like, I can see all of their attacks and I know what they're gonna do, but it's just very hard to deal with 2 of them. Especially with this class. Not sure how useful armor break is, but it seems good. I mean, we know we're going to take damage. Okay. Oh, I thought you were dead. Okay. Oh, come. What? I couldn't move. Dealing with only one is much easier. Whoops. I'm wondering when these things go away. I didn't think he'd turn around. Oh, are you serious? Come on, man. I had him. Ah, that's frustrating. Well, now I know I can do it. It's just not gonna be easy. I guess we can try this. Poison's good. Those are both terrible. Sure. Double up. Sure, I guess. I don't think this loadout is as strong as my last one, but... Yeah, I mean, those, I don't know what to do about those fires, those homing fireballs. You can't, I don't think you can attack them, and you can't bounce off them, I know that much. I'm just not sure exactly how to deal with those. Well, that's one way to deal with them. I mean, this is not a very good relic, but it is one way to deal with those projectiles. No. That's really good, I guess. Yeah, that's a really good way to deal with projectiles. So annoying that I had him that one time. Now I just have to be able to get poison. Seems terrible. Okay. Not going to be able to status effect. Well, I guess I kind of can. This sucks. I would love to jump, but I'm just stuck in my attack because Barbarian sucks. What does this do? Does this do anything? Oh, great. I guess. This is hard to use. I mean, it's good potentially, but it's hard to use. Yeah, that's awful. This is good. And I just I hate how you have to commit to an attack for like an hour with Barbarian. That's honestly the worst. Oh, I'm dead. Okay. I mean, it's just... I feel as though there's very little I can do. Because it's impossible to keep track of both characters. There's no way. If I only had to fight one at a time, it wouldn't be so bad, but below. See if we can get something better. This is better, probably. It's just really hard to keep track of what they're doing when there are two of them. Really, really hard. Really? Okay. Jeez, yeah, I mean, I don't know how I even did it the one time. I just had a good combination of armor break and like poison and other things. This is good. Hard to use, but it's good. Oh, really? Yeah, I don't know. I felt like that was a really good effort, and it wasn't really that close, so we'll just go ahead and move on. Wait until we get some empathies for it. I just got really lucky with my relics the earlier time when I nearly had it. I know how to fight him pretty well, but man, it's just hard with this class. I think I could probably do it with most any other class. So, what do we want to do here? I think there's somewhere else we could go. Alright, I think I know what we're doing. I really just don't like this class at all. I think this is easily the worst class. So hard to use, and yeah, it does okay damage, but oh yeah, what does the what does this do? Sanguine cape. Magically imbued and stitched together with bloody thread. I don't think that it's giving me more lifesteal. Maybe I'm crazy. Also, aren't I supposed to get 4% on kill? Am I crazy? I think I'm supposed to get 4% on kill, which would be 20 health. Am I doing the math on that correct? Yeah. So I should be getting 20 HP on kill. I pressed the button. I could not have pressed it any harder. But I don't think I am getting 20. I think I'm getting 2. Okay. Although Barbarian, like the first game, does get an awful lot of HP. That is nice. That's very nice. I'm getting 2 HP. I should be getting, unless I'm crazy. Unless I'm crazy, I should be getting 20 health, because that would be 4%. It should say in my stats though, right? Gear? Scales with strength. Restore health for every enemy defeated. But it doesn't say the percentage. Okay. I'm gonna have to look at that. Because even if it's 2%, that would be 10 HP. I don't know. Maybe it's like, I don't know, 4% of my damage? But even then it would be like 4 or 5 HP, not 2. I don't know. Nice, that was great. Very fair. What's down here? Okay. Not exactly what I meant to do, but that's fine. Wow, really? Man. Sure. It's pretty good, actually, especially with Barbarian. What's this? Maybe what happens is, depending on how much health the food restores, it turns into the other kind of food. So because now it's restoring 8% of my HP plus the base 49, it turns into a slice of pizza. I think maybe that's what's going on. I guess not, because it was just chicken there. I do not remember what Lotus Petal does, but I remember not caring for it, so... I think it just does something with magic. So I'm looking for the new area. I think I can access it now that I have... I will take the money and that stuff. I think I can access it now that I have double jump. So it's probably over here. I don't know if they ever do give you a, oh, maybe I can do this now that I have double jump. Yeah, I could have, but panicked at the end. My bad. Jeez. They also say, like, for this character, like, oh, it does so much damage if you do this, if you just do, like, a rainbow over them or whatever. Like, no, it doesn't. Just standing there and attacking does way more damage. Oh, I couldn't do anything. I tried to stay in there as long as I could. Okay, new area. Should we unlock this? I'm thinking nah. Okay. I'm trying to understand how that works. So the way it seems to work is you can stand on it, but you can't move to the side. Ugh. See, that just doesn't... It does okay damage. I wonder why it's only Axis Mundi that does, like... that where you get extra where you get extra gold, where you get a gold bonus. So this place seems to be designed around... Ugh, dang. This place seems to be designed around double jump, which is, like, cool and stuff, but... because it's designed around that... Yeah, that just does way more damage. Because it's designed around that... it's not... double jump is not as useful. It'd be nice... now I need triple jump. What do you do? Something crazy? Oh, yeah, kind of crazy. Dang, tried. Oh, it's a mimic, of course it is. Yes. Interesting. Okay. Crass Bow. I like the name. Oh, jeez. Okay, weird. So I would bet that In this area, I probably get the heirloom that allows me to go through that stuff, because there was like a thing blocking the... Can we see it? Yeah, here. There's like a thing blocking the hallway here. And you need something to get through it. And it looked the same way the spike ball did. So I'm guessing that you get something here to do that. Stygian Study. There was a quest here, wasn't there? Okay. Not sure. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I can do anything there. I like the music here. This is my favorite song in the game so far. Oh, that's pretty annoying. A wand. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't mind a wand at this point. I hate the barbarian's weapon, but nah, we'll stick with this. Really annoying. Also annoying. What is that, I wonder? Weird. Oh. Dang it. What? God, I really need to be careful of that. Okay. Yeah, I hate Barbarian. It's easily the worst. OCD. Yeah, alright, fine. No immunity window after taking damage. Breaking things restores mana. Okay. I don't get it. Let's buy it. And I don't get this. HP gain, 4%. It was not giving me 4%. I'm quite positive of that. Restore health for every enemy defeated. Scales with strength. HP gain 4%. No? I don't understand. So, what are we gonna get? Let's get this, why not? Okay, so this is Ryokan. Ronins, okay, seems real good. Don't have the cash for it. but I'm very excited. Do we think we can do this? I don't know. Maybe? Yes, sir. I wish you could retry it with the same relics. That'd be really neat. Yes, sir. Keep it coming. Keep giving me the best relics. Seeing Amaterasu makes me want to replay Okami. Such a good game. Probably do that no, yeah, I know. Probably do that eventually. Oops, that was my fault. Jump! Ugh. Ah, man, I thought there was some chicken over there. I feel like I don't have powerful enough spells, really. Yeah, that's kind of the issue with this class right now. Alright, yeah, I'm not understanding the lifesteal thing, and I don't understand what this does either. What the sanguine weapon is. Shouldn't it be... Oh, you know what? That's probably what it is. Once you have a certain unity level with it, then it gives you vampirism. Okay, so there's no real reason to use it right now. Yeah, that must be what it is. Okay, yeah. Warden stuff probably gives you another... Okay, that must be what it is. Okie doke. So it does nothing by itself, but it has probably a really good unity level effect. Bonus focus. I wonder if if it's normal to just be in... If it's normal to just be in chunky weight class at all times, and I'm not sure. What does this do again? Increases your weight class will now change every 21%. Raise weight classes. I just don't... I mean, I understand that it has something to do with the chunky thing, but... Right. But what does that mean exactly? Your weight class will now change every 21%. I mean, it's hilarious to me that I just unequip my weapon and I don't change weight classes. I guess it's... So before every 20% of your weight, perhaps, that you add moves you into a heavier weight class, but now it's 21%. Man, it is like... very hard to not be chunky. Like, I got all this. It's cool. This is 2. I guess you just have to buy a bunch of this, and it's not so expensive, so maybe it's possible, but like, dang, dude. Huh. It's a shame to, it's a shame to have a mage with these bad spells, because mage is a great class, but... Oh yeah, what's my, thing? No immunity window after taking damage. Okay. That actually could be bad, but... Oh, you're immune to spikes. Yeah. I feel like this is actually super necessary with this trait. Otherwise, spikes are just gonna destroy me. Ping-ponging me back and forth. Jeez. Okay. Cool. That'll come in handy. So what's this area called? Is this the... What is it? Oh, this is the Pichon Dry Lake. Okay. Wow. Nuke everything, please. Oh yeah, what I wanted to see, am I getting... Oh. Really, dude? That's it, huh? Sucks. I really don't like how much value the game puts on, like, the ore and the other stuff. Can't remember what it's called, but the stuff that you need to buy runes. I don't like how much emphasis the game puts on that. It thinks it's giving me, like, the most valuable thing in the world. It's like, oh my god, you'll never guess what. You just got some stuff that lets you buy runes. And it's like, who cares? That stuff is useless. I don't want your trash. Okay, we can try this. Ugh. What? Wait, what? Oh, I had to open it in time. That's... Oh, darn. I thought it was just well, I knew that there was a time limit, but I thought the time limit was to kill them, not to open it. Or maybe it is and I just wasn't fast enough. I don't know. That's a shame. Thought I did pretty well there. I may want to start investing in magic soon, just so that my mages aren't terrible. I haven't really invested in magic at all. Thought you would die. Thought you would die, sir. Yeah, I'm still only getting 2 HP. I'm gonna have to look that up because I should be getting more. I should be getting 4%, it says. 4% of what? I don't seem to be getting 4% of anything. Maybe it's 4% of enemy health? I don't know. It's not 4% of the damage ideal, that's for sure. Okay, so there's that. Kind of want to do a full clear here just because I've got a really good, easy to deal with trait. This trait is not that punishing. Also, I have Hermes boots, which makes things much easier. Turn around, dude. Oh, actually, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely worth it. Super worth. I think the pool ball thing is stupid. So now I can just... Oh, but the... Yeah. But I can't aim this. That's the bad thing. It's still better, though. I mean, honestly. So I go... Yeah, I mean, it's still better. Ow, ow. That's pretty dangerous. So I thought there was a portal in the boss room every single time, but I don't see one here. It doesn't show it on the map, but I'm pretty sure there is, right? I don't know, let's find out. There is. Weird. Doesn't show up on the map. I guess you're just supposed to know there always is one. I still have lots of resolve. This is actually really good, but we're not gonna pick it. Cool. That's nice. Alright, that's a full clear. Yeah, no, it has nothing to do with their HP either. I don't get it. I don't know what it's 4% of. It says I'm supposed to have 4% vampirism, but I don't seem to have 4% vampirism. Unless I'm crazy. Right, yeah. So this is what I can't get past. Ah, that's the sun, I guess? Palace's heirloom. Somewhere in the study and her power of the void. Right, yeah, that's what I figured. So that heirloom, oh wait, what? There are chests in here? Oh yeah, I left this room because it was very dangerous. Jeez. Yeah, I should not have come back to this room. Oh, that's nice though. Okay. Worth, I guess, but not really. Okay, heirloom. Oh, whoop. There were like 7 enemy portraits there. I didn't even realize. So this one is basically just free extra gold. This is a much better spell. Sure. Let's do it. FMF fan, I found out, is Full Metal Furies. It's Cellar Doors Games. Cellar Door Games' previous game. Alright. Let me read this again. HP gain 4%. 0. 4. I don't think this works unless... Yeah, it just doesn't work. Very weird. Yeah, I think we unlocked the... Wait, did we get... Yeah, I didn't... Oh, I did get this. Okay. Well, I should have been using that then. So I want... Right, yeah, I want this. Jeez, it's so expensive. Would love to get it, though. Cool. So I guess maybe one of them is above this. I don't know. Okay. See if I can do this now. I do have this as well. Man, what are you doing? Yeah, this spell is actually not as good as I thought. I forgot it's the one that, like... Ugh. Yeah, this spell... I wish you could continue with the relics that you had. It's really kind of annoying that you can't. I hate how this spell doesn't just explode on contact with an enemy. You have to, like, hit the ground. I really don't like that about it. Most relics in this game are just not that good, unfortunately. Really didn't mean to do that. And should have just stayed on the ground. I did okay there. I don't know. Let's try a couple more times. I killed one? Okay. Unfortunately, I don't think I can avoid these. Ugh. Oh, man. That's like the one attack I kind of have a little trouble reading. Come on, status effect. That's pretty good. Status effect. Come on, poison, burn, something. Really? Never lucky. Yeah. I mean, I've got the right idea. It's just tough. Hard to say both of those are really good. This seems really good. Two boxing bells? I don't know if that has any effect. Let's try it. Okay. Let's just secure it here by doing that. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. Easy when you get the right relics. Okay. Maybe we'll call... Actually, we'll do one more. We'll do one more. I really want to see if I can get the next heirloom. This spell is somehow even worse than the last one, like... I'm really interested to get Bard. Bard seems like it's going to be really good. At least I'm assuming that's the name of the class. Could just be like Ludist or something. Okay. Got here pretty early. Oh, yeah, doomed this. Need to be careful of those things. And mimics. I saw it, but I couldn't really do anything about it in time. Okay. Lose no health, huh? Let's try it. Not a very good try. Not exactly sure how I was supposed to do that. I have an idea, but yeah, it seems difficult. Okay, so that doesn't count as a barrier. Yeah, it's not gonna work. No, dude. Didn't even see the Doomvis. Oh my god, great room. Yeah, I knew my days were numbered there, but I couldn't do much. I really want to get the heirloom, but man, that area is just pretty tough for me. Oh, this is like you can't see your health, I think. Sure, I guess. Okay, so this is bards. Enemies are knocked far away when hit. What can they do? 20% strength. Okay. Gotcha. Immortal Kotetsu. Hold the aim, teleport a set distance, hitting everything in between. That's cool. Oh, very cool. Very cool. Yeah, that's pretty terrible. Pretty easy. Ronin seems pretty fun, yeah. I probably should have re-rolled that to see if there was something better. Sure. I think there's a lot of things I could get that are worse than that, so... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I don't really think it's worth using the gravity beam. It's just not good enough. This is really good, but I really need a status effect. Hook me up, game. Status effects. Really need a status effect. I'll take it, I guess. Not exactly the one I wanted, but I'll take it. Very close, very close. I guess. Maybe I should have re-rolled that, yeah. Man. Dang. So I think what we want to do here is this. That is infuriating. I let go of the button. I tried to get it as close as possible, but I guess, I don't know. I'll blame my TV's input latency or something. I don't know. That's really irritating. Yeah, I had it there for sure. Pretty irritating. Just don't have enough DPS. I mean, that's what I was trying to do. I cut it too close, I guess. Really? I got hit by that? I didn't see that at all. I thought I perfectly dodged both. I'm close. Very close. I think I should have it this time. These relics are just too powerful. What's this one? No. Magic break. That's not gonna help me. There we go. This should be it. I'm pretty powerful this time. Of course, I could just, you know, throw. That's fine. Jump. Man, sometimes you just don't get lucky, I guess, you know? I had great relics that time, but I just couldn't get the hits I needed to. And I was trying to focus just one at a time. I think that's really important. Why does it say rerolls remaining? Because that's doesn't really do that at all. I guess it means rerolls shared by each of the three. It doesn't make sense, really. It's really difficult to see what's going on when there are two of them. Okay. That's more powerful, I think, than getting skill crits. There we go. Not too bad. Okay. Lock the rightmost hero during character select to always be a specific class. Wow. Specific class or specific character? Because those are different things. Are you locking the actual character or are you locking just the class? Well, these are just not good, to be honest. Max mastery level, also not very good. Most of this is like New Game Plus type stuff. I think this is probably better. Look at that. Oh, I see. Interesting. So you can have the right character always be whatever class you choose. Very interesting. Ronin is actually surprisingly bad. I thought Ronin would be better, but it's really just not. Let's do Gunslinger, I guess. Alright, I think that'll do it for this video. Did enough for today. I was going to do a run with Ronin, but we did the bosses instead, so we'll continue next time. Pretty successful day, I think. We're getting there. I think we have to do the study. We'll get an heirloom there that'll allow us to do some stuff. And, yeah. Guess that's it. Till next time.